Welcome, everyone. Come on in. Blessings and love to you all. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. Portia, wonderful to see you again. Good God afternoon to you as well. Blessings and love. So great to see you. Thank you for coming back. Blessings, Autumn. Welcome. Tuning in from LA. Yes. Los Angeles represented in the house. Yes. Let's see. Blessings to you all. Welcome, welcome. So, for anyone that might be joining in for the first time, this happens to be Agape's daily stillness meditation. It takes place Monday through Saturday here on Agape's Facebook page. And it is later posted to YouTube, just so you know. So it's the recordings are available there as well, to Agape's YouTube account, basically. So welcome everyone. It would be wonderful to hear where you're joining us from, and wonderful to see you, Patri. Welcome, Dorothy. So Patri is representing Hawaii. Hawaii in the house. Wonderful. Dorothy from Michigan. Wonderful to see you back with us. And for anyone that might be just joining in, you're welcome to let us know if you would like where you're joining us from. It just really is beautiful to see all the areas of the globe that we connect with each other here in this space with one another. It's wonderful to see you all letting us know where you're joining us from. Kay or Kay Lee, wonderful to see you. Blessings. Deborah from San Francisco, yes, wonderful. Wayne, Calgary represented, wonderful to have you with us. Mercy from Sacramento, blessings, welcome. Henry from South Carolina, I believe, wonderful to have you with us as well. Bree, yes, wonderful to meditate with you as well, welcome and wonderful to have you. Let's see, anyone else wanting to let us know where you're joining us from? Trying to catch all the names. So much love to you all. So once again, if this happens to be your first time joining in, Agape offers daily affirmative prayer time at 8 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Saturday, and the same days, 12 noon Pacific, meditation time. It is truly a blessing to join with you all here in this space. I shared this earlier, so for anyone that may not have been here for the prayer time together earlier today, we happen to be in this wonderful time of the year where the season of light coming through any seeming darkness taking place, and different traditions happen to celebrate the light in their own way during this time. We happen to have the Christmas time for the Christian faith and tradition, and we have Hanukkah with the Jewish faith, and we actually have winter solstice celebrations taking place in probably many traditions, and maybe some of the ones that I mentioned. And in addition to that, it happens to be the Zoroastrian tradition that has been focused in the Middle East area, in Iran, Persia, if you will, which I happen to be incarnated into this incarnation. So celebrating light triumphing over darkness is literally part of what is celebrated. Literally, we had the winter solstice a couple of days ago, and I just love that the light with a capital L is represented in so many traditions and spiritual, mystical, spiritual practices and teachings, if you will. And so together we celebrate the light. I happen to have some light represented behind me there, and it's all a representation of the light that is within us, right? The remembering that the light, the true source of light, is already within us. The light, the love that we are made of, light and love being synonymous, we're working together, aspects of the same thing happening within us, expressing within us. And so we get to come together and tap into, consciously awaken to the light being that we are, even more so than before. And as we move through life, the remembrance of the light being that we are more than our bodies, Yes, we have bodies and we get to honor these bodies. Yes, absolutely. And we are so much more. And so bringing that into our awareness and consciously choosing to live from an expanded place within our being, an expanded outlook on life, our own being, and all that's taking place on the planet, within our own life, and the collective expression. So, beautiful practice of meditation. It is my go-to, the touchstone of my spiritual practice personally. So I love sharing this with all of you. We join together in consciously connecting energetically, tapping into the light that we are. And so I have a reading that I used earlier today, but I love it so much that I want to use it again. It's just so appropriate to all that I'm sharing and speaking to. And so, for the meditation time, from the perspective of taking it into our contemplative meditation, being present with the words and taking it in, and letting ourselves be with the energy that's represented within the words. It's a beautiful thing, I think. So I have a passage from Joel Goldsmith, and let me adjust the soundtrack for a moment. And let's collectively all take a deep cleansing breath. Breathing in bigger than the body from every direction into the heart space. Breathing out down to the earth. Another deep cleansing breath from every direction, bigger than the body. We're so much more than our bodies. And breathing out down to the earth. And so this passage happens to be titled The Light Breaking Through, as I shared from Joel Goldsmith, most likely from The Infinite Way. So please listen. We all drop into our heart space and listening with from the heart space. There comes the profound point in the spiritual journey when consciousness itself begins to shift from identification with the limited sense of self to an abiding recognition of the infinite reality within. This is not a practice of acquiring something new, but an unveiling, the removal of that which has hidden consciousness from its true source. The light breaking through is divine consciousness dispelling ego-based fear or self-preservation. This divine light, ever present, begins to dissolve the self-deception that we are separate from God, which we are not. It does not fight darkness by force or resistance. Rather, it simply shines. And in its shining, all that is opposed to the truth dissolves. The ego's attachments begin to fall away as this inner light reveals the impermanence of any attachments to the outer world and their inability to satisfy the soul's deepest longing for God. In this unfolding, the light does not merely illuminate, it transforms. It causes us to question the narrow perspectives that place self-interest above universal love. As the light grows in our awareness, it brings compassion, unity, patience, and an expanded capacity to see beyond appearances. The world's strife and fragmentation are the breaking up of old forms and beliefs that once seemed solid. In this process, apparent darkness is not an enemy. It is the raw material out of which the light reveals its fullness. Ultimately, we realize that darkness has no real substance. It was simply the absence of recognition of the one light that was always present, the presence of the divine within our being, the Christ within, the infinite consciousness that dispels all illusion. Every individual is not merely a receptacle of light, but a manifestation of this light. Every being contains within the indwelling spirit with a capital S that was never born and can never die. When we recognize this truth within ourselves, we begin to embody a living light that dissolves ignorance, fear, and separation. This is the spiritual law that transcends human effort and is grounded in the eternal presence of the divine. The light is not something we earn, it is what we are. And so, on that note, once again, taking a deep cleansing breath into the heart space, breathing in the light, the luminosity of our being, breathing it out down to the earth. I'm so very grateful for the awareness of the one loving power and presence that is everywhere, here, now, in the midst of us, that is pure light, radiant light, and we are it. Pure love, beings of such divinity, divine magnificence, radiance, and brilliance. So as we tap into our true identity, breathing in from every direction into our heart space, the light, the love, the luminosity of our being, breathing it out down to the earth. Slow, gentle, deep breaths, allowing the breath to soften, allowing the mind to soften, giving ourselves permission to be here now. Simply letting go of anything and everything that came before this moment, focusing our attention on the breath. If the mind wanders, simply come back to the breath. Breathing in divine light, divine love. Breathing it out down to the earth. Slow, gentle, deep breaths. We dwell in this inner sanctuary within our heart, where all of the power, the presence, the light already is. And we allow this light to expand. Breathing in divine love, breathing it out. Breathing in divine love, light, peace. Breathing it out. And slowly and gently we come back into this time and space. So very grateful for these moments shared together in the stillness and the silence of our own heart and soul, the inner sanctuary of light and luminosity that is already within us. Such a beautiful, powerful space within our being where all of the power, the presence, the love already is. I'm so very grateful for the light, the luminosity, the radiance and brilliance of each one gathered here and each one within the sound of my voice. The beings of light that we all are. Yes, we honor and acknowledge our physical earthly reality, and we know we open up to the greater reality with a capital R of our true identity in God, in the presence of light, love, the luminous beings that we are. And so from this place, this space, I am grateful for these moments shared together in divine community, in connection to all that we are, and the deepening in our awareness of the light, the luminosity of our being. May we all live from this place, this space. And so I'm grateful to bless each one gathered here and within each one within the sound of my voice, knowing that we are one with all of the power, the presence, the love that there is. It is already our true identity. It is who and what we are. And so blessing our body temples, divine health and wholeness, divine well-being, expressing as the highest truth of every cell, organ, action, function of our being, blessing the wellness and divine well-being of our entire body of affairs, every area of our lives uplifted to the high space of all things possible, anything and everything possible in God. I'm grateful to bless the area of finances, grateful to know, claim, declare that there is a flow of divine goodness flowing in, through, and as our very being, and outpicturing as financial blessings of every size, shape, and form. We receive, we allow, we embrace the realm of the miraculous, that which the mind may call miraculous. It is an extension of our true identity. And so blessing every sacred relationship that we have, every point of connection, anyone and everyone we come in contact with, whether it's in person or virtually, knowing that the very fabric and dynamic of each point of connection is the high vibration of divine love, light, luminosity expressing, and blessing each one, our own lives and the life of each one that we come in contact with, knowing that God is right where each individual is. And so blessing, once again, all that is upon our heart and soul to be, do, and have in this life, in this divine incarnation, receiving, allowing, embracing all that we are in God, in love, in peace. And so I simply give